Fallen trees line the road near Riverdale High School in Murfreesboro. The storm that came through was powerful.
Came out and there were shingles all in the swimming pool and all over the backyards.
The Huffaker family was home when the wind hit, but they were never in danger.
This is a 4x6 unit.
Inside their garage is a bulletproof, tornado-tested safe room. Wednesday morning, the Huffakers were inside.
You knew it wasn't going to be pretty when you got out, but I never once didn't feel safe.
Turns out it was a good thing they had it.
We were in the storm shelter when the wind blew this out of the house and it fell on the patio.
The safe room is Hilti bolted to a concrete slab, which makes it capable of sustaining 250 mile-an-hour winds. Family Safe Shelters in Gallatin says the average unit costs about $5,000 fully installed. After this week's storm, they've received dozens of calls and emails. Bo Huffaker says he's a proud customer.
I was all against it, didn't think it'd be worth the money, but I'm a firm believer in it now.
The only regret now is that they didn't buy a bigger one.
I grew up in Middle Tennessee, and I can't ever remember as a child all the way through high school ever having the amount of storms that we have now.
The next time there's a tornado warning, the Huffakers will once again climb inside. When it comes to keeping the family safe, there's no better choice. In Murfreesboro, John Dunn, Fox 17 News.
You know, what is a shelter? I've seen a lot of places that have called them, you know, refuge areas, storm shelters, tornado shelters, high wind event refuge areas. I've seen that in an airport. But what is the definition of that? And all of a sudden now we've got some definition to that. The 361 does that. The ICC 500 does that. And so now the public, you know, has, when you tell them that this is in fact a hurricane shelter or a tornado shelter or both, that they know that it's been, you know, tied to one of these documents. If it is FEMA funded, then it has to follow the 361. If it's by the adopted code, which is a 2009 IBC, then it has to follow the ICC 500 code. And so now the public has this backup, if you will, that basically if a designer or an owner is going to call that a shelter, then in fact it is one. I tell a lot of people, if it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck and flies like a duck, then it better be a duck and not a chicken. And that's really what it boils down to, is making sure that somebody doesn't come into a room like this with glass windows and says, this is a storm shelter, you know, which it really is. I can call it anything I want to, but now the code and the guidelines give it some validity.